Hello CHS, I'm Bridget Heindel and I'm running to be your next Student Council Executive Board President. For the past 3 years, I have enjoyed being Student Council Executive Secretary, Sophomore Class President, and Freshman Class President, and it's bittersweet that this will be my final year as a part of CHS's Student Council. I believe that I would make a great Executive President because I've been a committed Student Council member for the past 3 years, and I'm always open to new ideas and any input that anyone has. I've helped put together everything from can drives to merch sales to volleyball and badminton tournaments to blood drives and Candygram fundraisers. Additionally, I know how to plan and run student council meetings thanks to my experience on the executive board this past year. I'm a part of many student council run committees such as the Valentine's Day Committee, Constitution Committee, and Spirit Week committees. And outside of student council, I'm a part of the CHS Hall of Fame Committee, field hockey, fencing, and track teams, and an active member of the YMCA Team Leaders Program. Furthermore, I'm the communications chair for my volunteer youth group, which has given me additional leadership skills and experience in planning and getting the word out about different events. As a rising senior who's only had 1 full year of in-person high school, I know how important it is to create school spirit this coming year, especially with all that's going on in the world right now. It's important for me that everyone feels safe at CHS and feels like they have opportunity to make a change. As your president, I will take into equal consideration all issues or suggestions that are brought to my attention and do my best to make the 2022-2023 school year an enjoyable one. Thank you to everyone who's already supported me these past 3 years, and remember to vote Bridget for Student Council Executive President on June 10th. Need something done? Bridget's the one. Thank you.
These past 3 years have taught me one thing. I am really bad at socializing with others. So much of these past 3 years in Student Council has brought me to learn about the flaws of myself. It has brought me to question myself, my leadership, and most importantly, how I will grow to be a better person. Usually people think that flaws are the most negative thing in the world, but it can catalyze a radical change. Within my time in Student Council, I have run a club fair which had over 60 clubs participating in it, have been a chair for the Black History Month Committee, Women's History Month Committee, and more, and was heavily involved in the world of social media with organized fundraisers and encouraging an upwards trend in follower engagement. One of the most significant things I've done within my past 3 years was being the communications director for Student Council. One day during an executive board meeting, we were rushing to find a gift card from a local pizza restaurant for a volleyball tournament, and I was asked to call one particular restaurant. Quite frankly, I was filled with anxiety. Fearful of not sounding professional enough, stumbling on my words, or merely just embarrassing myself in general. As I pressed a number on the phone and waited for a voice to appear, I was nervous, in fact scared. A voice echoed from the phone, and soon I was in a smooth, moving conversation, eventually getting a $50 gift card for free and ending the call in high spirits. At that moment, I felt confident in my ability to communicate with others effectively, confident in my ability to socialize with others, and more. Long story short, from then on, I've been in communication with the owner of the restaurant, and yet again donated another gift card to our recent badminton tournament. Through this small experience, it has caused me to be more comfortable in talking to others, to creating more partnerships with others. Within that, I've been able to become more comfortable asking for partnerships with local businesses and organizations instead of Student Council, and I've continued to use my new skill in order to create strong bonds. A flaw of mine became something that allowed me to be more connected with not just local businesses, but the student body as well. With that, I will continue to carry my skill into my final year of being in Student Council as the Executive Vice President, and not only will I continue to order pizza from that pizza restaurant, but I will also continue to make more connections in order to better our school community. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Lily Lysovich, and I'm running to be your Executive Secretary for Student Council. Being active in our school community is incredibly important to me. I have been volunteering as an Achieve tutor since 8th grade, and I play on the girls' tennis team, where I was captain in freshman and sophomore year. I have been a member of the CHS Student Council since 9th grade. I was the grade level secretary this year and last year, and I have been a part of many committees. I love Student Council for many reasons. During COVID, it gave me a great opportunity to get to know CHS and the community better. I have met some amazing people and made great friends. But most of all, I love that Student Council gives me a chance to work with my peers and create change in our school. I have always been passionate about planning events, organizing fundraisers, and working to improve our experience as students, and Student Council is the best place to do this. This year was a crazy and hectic transition back to in-person learning, and I feel like many of us didn't get some of the experiences we were hoping for. That's something I want to make up for next year. I hope to organize grade-level and school-wide events like dances and sports tournaments to give students a fun opportunity to spend time together. I want to work with administration to create better academic support for our students, specifically for the AP program. As a member of Student Council, I will be here to listen to your concerns and requests, and I can help make sure that you have a fun and exciting year. You matter, your opinions matter, and as your representative, I will make sure that your voice is heard. Thank you for your time, and don't forget to vote Lily Lysovich for Executive Secretary.
Hi, my name is Cheryl McCourt. I'm a junior here at CHS, and I'm running for re-election to be your Executive Treasurer of the Student Council. Outside of StuCo, I'm involved in the marching band. I play the euphonium and baritone. I'm an award-winning member of the Model United Nations Club, and I volunteer with the Elementors program. I also work extensively with the Chinese Language Department, acting as the founder and president of the Chinese Culture Club, and helping organize events such as the Chinese Honor Society induction ceremony, as well as being a member of the Chinese Honor Society. Last summer, I also interned for the local congressional campaign, where I gained experience which is relevant to this position. As a campaign intern, I worked mainly in finance and communications, reaching out to community members and supporters regarding the campaign, as well as helping keep the finances of the campaign organized. Over my time this summer, I was promoted to a leadership position in this internship, where I managed other interns to help them complete their tasks. This opportunity has not only allowed me to become fluent in Google Sheets, a fantastic spreadsheet program, not sponsored, but it also allowed me to gain a deeper knowledge of finance. As treasurer, I have facilitated the financial aspects of fundraising events, such as badminton and volleyball tournaments, candygram sales, and canning in Maplewood Township. Over this year, we have raised over $2,000. I'll repeat that, because that's a lot of money. $2,000 for the Student Council Hall of Fame Assembly and General Student Council funds. Next year as treasurer, I would like to keep raising funds in school in order to have a homecoming dance and to have other interactive events. I would also like to continue holding semi-regular canning drives in Maplewood and South Orange Township. If you support any of my ideas, experience, qualifications, or anything else, please be sure to support me, Cheryl McCourt, to be your executive treasurer. Thank you.
Have you ever worried about missing out on potentially fun events that could win you prizes or any information that could help you achieve your dream future? My name is Raymond Brown, and I want to be your new Student Council Executive Communication Director. In my time at CHS, I brought home many medals for our track and field program, helped organize and host some of our beloved school-wide events, and even will occasionally give some last of all in our school mascot. But through it all, I believe we can make a bigger impact in our school's programs. I'm dedicated to changing the dynamic interests in our wide variety of clubs and sports teams. As your new communications director, I will make sure that important information about our school's offerings gets to you, whether it's about scholarship opportunities for our juniors and seniors, important updates on testing and scheduling, or even opportunities to win prizes such as gift cards and money from our school-wide competitions. All this information and more will be sent out in different forms such as flyers, social media announcements, or on campus. It is also my goal to make everybody's voice heard and appreciated. I hope to take in feedback from the student body and the staff as well as to how the Student Council can help improve the community of the school and the events that we host as well. It's a better future. Roar Cougars.
Hello, class of 2023. My name is Darla Mills. I am the current junior class president, and I am running for senior class president for the school year 2022 to 2023. First, I want to congratulate each and every one of you for your hard work and persistence during our high school years. Through the global pandemic and virtual learning, I bet all of us can agree that high school is not quite what we expected. But forever long or short your journey has been at Columbia, we all deserve the best that senior year has to offer. This will be my second year running for class president and my third representative position I've run for. Along with my past roles, I am also part of the National Honor Society, Minority Achievement Community, and Achieve Tutoring. All of these experiences and communities have helped me to grow as a leader and as an individual. During the last year, I organized a number of fundraisers, doubling our class funds. I have high hopes for our senior prom this year, and I'm looking forward to working with my fellow class officers in organizing this momentous event. To continue raising money and reach our ultimate goal, I have made a layout of plans to close out fundraising for this school year and open plans for next year. Thank you so much for trusting me as your class president this year, and I'd be honored to represent you for our final year at Columbia. Thank you for your time, and have a wonderful day.
Hi, my name is Nicole Murad. I'm a rising senior running for senior vice president. So far, my 3 years at Columbia had taught me that change is everlasting, but the traditions are honored. I have been to student council meetings during my freshman year, but I have committed to the club this year. I have learned plenty from the past class presidents and the leaders of the student government. To be in a leadership position means making communication with peers and making decisions based on input received by the student body. As Senior Vice President, I look forward to ensuring that senior year is memorable and enjoyable for everyone. After all the complications of the past years, we as a class deserve a year of reassurance and peace. This will be achieved by thorough planning and better organization, which I plan to implement next year. Most importantly, my role as Vice President will be to serve our class and to be the voice of our grade, to work alongside the President, student council members, and advisors to raise money and plan events for our grade. I am currently part of Ladies of Leadership and the Minority Achievement Community, which, with these roles, I am sure that I can fulfill my duty as Senior Vice President, as they have fostered my sense of leadership, communication, and responsibility. All of these characteristics are crucial to any leadership position for the overall improvement of our school. Thank you all for your time, and I am looking forward to working with our rising senior class and entire student body as well. Thank you.
Hey everyone, I'm Sadie Springer and I'm running for junior class president. First up, a little bit about me and student council as a whole. I've lived in Maplewood all my life. I love going to the beach, hanging out with friends, dancing, I'm in special dance, and going to yummy restaurants. I feel like many people are not 100% sure what student council is, so the grade level student council is tasked with fundraising for prom in an effort to offset the cost and make tickets affordable for all. As student council president and co-president for the past 2 years, I've raised several $1,000s to achieve this goal. We weren't allowed to have any events the past 2 years, but we were able to hold numerous can shakes, merch sales, popcorn and candy sales, a thrift sale, and even a fundraiser with Chipotle. I hope to continue having successful fundraisers junior year by utilizing my leadership skills. For junior year, I'm also going to be a leader of the Power Club, Students for Justice Club, a Girls Learn International Student Advisory Board Officer, and hopefully junior class president. Although being class president does not entail any social justice work, I'm extremely passionate about racial equity, gender equality, immigration, and many movements. Because of this, I've co-chaired various committees for 2 years within the Student Council. These include the Black History Month Committee, the Women's History Month Committee, and the Sexual Assault Awareness Month Committee. All of these committees not only have made small differences in the school and community, but have also taught me the inner workings of the Student Council and what I can do with my power. After the tumultuous years we've had in quarantine, the class of 2024 deserves an amazing prom, even if it's not for another 2 years. Your vote would mean the world to me and would aid me in continuing to support this class. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Nadia Springer and I will be running for junior class vice president. Sorry for the rush talking. I currently have COVID and don't have too much breath, so we're giving it from home. But to tell you a little bit about myself, I've lived in Maplewood my entire life. I love running. I am part of the cross-country team and track team at CHS. I've participated in Red Cross Club, Key Club, as well as Achieve Tutoring. Working in all these different environments has really allowed me to enjoy not only the people, but the opportunities that CHS has to offer. Freshman year, I served as vice president. Sophomore year, I served as co-president. And junior year, I hope to do the same. For those 2 years, I've worked alongside my twin to provide for our class as much as possible. We're really passionate about being student leaders, and we know that this class has a lot to offer potential-wise, so that's really exciting. And we just hope to do as much as possible in the next coming years, which I'm really looking forward to. Thank you so much for listening, and have a great day.
Hello, sophomore class. My name is Ava Katz, and I'm running for junior class treasurer. This past year, I have been the sophomore class treasurer, which has been an amazing experience. In my position this year, the board was able to raise over $2,000 from our events, including our candy sale, thrift sale, can shakes, merchandise sale, and Chipotle fundraiser. Through the process of creating and executing these fundraisers, I have demonstrated my ability to work collaboratively with the board members, design and organize the financial spreadsheet for the class of 2024, and how to manage the controls around payments during the fundraising events. Personally, I have always been interested in the financial sector, and my curiosity has been further enhanced through taking IBOT, marketing honors, Capital Markets and Investment honors, as well as Pre-Calc honors. All of these classes have provided me with the opportunity to further develop the necessary skills that I've been able to apply in my position as treasurer, including advancing my knowledge of Excel and spreadsheets, marketing student council events to the school, and most importantly, how to stay organized. I am qualified for this position because I am experienced working collaboratively in group settings. For instance, in the beginning of this year, I participated in a program that was a partnership between NJIT and Johnson & Johnson, where I was the leader of my group. We created a project and prototype to do marketing across different social media platforms. This program really helped me learn how to communicate with my group members, as well as gain skills on how to market products and ideas to a target audience. I also participated in a program called Iris Teen Tzedakah, whereby I teamed with 30 other teens to put in $250 of our own money, and the Jewish Federation matched our donation, leading us then to debate on where to allocate the funds. This encouraged my interest in financial management. I'm committed to student council and making our school a better place. I've never missed a Tuesday morning student council meeting, and I always try my best to help with our class fundraisers, whether that means spreading the word or showing up on a Saturday morning to help operate our thrift sale this year. In summary, it would be an honor and privilege to be able to support our school by serving as 11th grade treasurer. Thank you for your consideration.
Hello, Columbia High School. My name is Audrey Noguera, and I am running for 10th grade CHS Student Council President for the 2022-2023 school year. In my freshman year, I served as the Freshman Student Council Treasurer and was a member of the Power Club and the Environmental Club. I also performed in the school musical Newsies. In my time so far at Columbia, I have identified several areas that I believe can be improved upon next year. In addition, many of you shared ideas, suggestions, and requests for things you'd like to see be a part of your CHS experience in 10th grade. There are 3 items in particular I plan to focus on next year. First, I'm committed to increasing the number of class-building events, including dances, field trips, guest speakers, and volunteer opportunities. Second, many of you have asked for more open communication between students, teachers, and staff around issues of stress management, mentorship, and mental health and wellness. Third, I am particularly interested in making CHS more environmentally friendly by taking steps including placing recycling bins in classrooms and common areas, as well as raising awareness of how each one of us can decrease our carbon footprint within CHS and beyond. As of now, those are my top priorities for the 10th grade school year, and I hope to have the opportunity to work with many of you on these and other initiatives important to the CHS community. I am here to serve you, so please feel free to contact me with any additional ideas, suggestions, or concerns that you'd like to see addressed next year. Once again, I am Audrey Noguera, running for your CHS 10th grade president. Please vote for me, and thank you so much for your support.
Hello, CHS. My name is Tessa Lipkin, and you can probably guess why I'm here today. I'm running for re-election as Freshman Student Council Vice President. Over the past year, I gained some hands-on experience learning what it was like to make a fundraiser, plan things behind the scenes, and work with administration. In my experience with the Student Council, I learned many useful lessons and skills. This is why I'm a good candidate for re-election. If you know me in my extracurriculars, you know I'm incredibly dedicated. I get things done and execute on my promises. I'm a team player, willing to work with outside groups and do the outreach part of the vice president role. I've had ideas sent from students for fundraisers, and I've laid out plans for how we can execute them. This is another reason why I'm a good candidate. I know how to organize an event. I'm methodical, efficient, and well-connected within and outside of the school. The class of 2025 deserves to have an advocate that has their best interests at heart, and I know that I can do that. That being said, I believe all these qualities listed don't really mean anything if you can't do one thing: learn. Most importantly, I am willing to learn, to be flexible, adaptable, to learn with you. So please talk to me about what you think and what you want, because hearing some of these ideas that I've heard from students has really changed the way I thought about events for the freshman class. And because of those discussions, I learned and I grew and my leadership skills developed. So going into sophomore year, I want to be a better person and a better support system for all of you. If you elect me as vice president, I'll get these plans out and put in the work. I know what this role takes, and that is why I'm qualified for it. Thank you.
Hello Columbia, my name is Noah Moros and I'm running again to represent you, the students, on the Board of Education. Last year, we achieved a lot. We lowered the midterm percentage from 10% to 5%, advocated for and worked with the guidance department to supply more mental health resources for our students. And we also built the foundations for free SA2 tutoring here at Columbia. Most importantly though, I listened and made sure that the wants and the needs of the students at Columbia and across the district as a whole were met. I established a level of transparency between the Board of Education and the student body that had never been seen before. I posted my monthly updates to the Board of Education on social media for every student to see, letting the students know how they were being advocated for on the board. Also, what the board is doing for them and their education. I'm excited to continue our progress next year if elected. This past semester, I had the opportunity to work as a research fellow at a laboratory run through Harvard University. For hours every week, I analyzed data concerning everything from uplifting those in poverty to making sure that those in poverty in New York City had equal access to parks. My experience in data analysis is something that I want to bring to the table next year. Quantitative data gives us something that we can point to, something that will drive the board and administration to act on behalf of the students. A prime example of this was when I used the midterm data from students to have the weight change from 10% to 5% through a Google form that I presented to the board. I want to also continue to build off my communication with the student body, not just at Columbia, but across our district as a whole. I plan on sending out a monthly newsletter to every single student in the district, visiting at least 3 of our schools in the district, and continuing to build on my communication via social media. Last year, I fought for every single student on the Board of Education. It was shown through my monthly updates, my consistent attendance at large public meetings and committee meetings, and constant communication with the student body. There is only one way that we can continue our progress in this district for the students, and that is voting for me, Noah Moros, on June 10th. Thank you.
I'm running for student rep again for many reasons. I want to help continue to advocate for students' mental health, especially students of color and students part of the LGBTQ+ community. Students have been struggling this past year, and the school has effective resources for people to reach out to. This past year, I've learned so much about myself and about students in our district. We have succeeded in making sure students and faculty and teachers' voices were heard during the process of the teachers' union contracts, as well as adding feminine products in the girls' bathroom. The impact of midterms has decreased for students, and there are now more mental health resources available now. After being student representative this past year and learning about how everything works, there's so much more that needs to be done. We need to make sure students have more mental health resources over the summer. And I want to help continue to prioritize learning about consent, bodily autonomy, and boundaries. I also want to work towards increasing and improving security measures at Columbia High School. Thank you for your time.